Wrestling is back for the first time since the beginning of this crazy pandemic. There are 10 exciting matches coming up this weekend, this Sunday, that I'm going to tell you who's wrestling and how you can watch. So let's get into this video. These matches are going down on June 28th, Sunday, June 28th, happening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, these matches are going down in Chicago at an undisclosed location, but who the heck is wrestling and how can you watch? Well, first of all, you're able to watch by going onto Fight TV. There are links down in the description below. Make sure you click that link. That will take you directly to where you need to watch. Fight TV is an entertainment website in wrestling, boxing, MMA, as well as other fighting, and they are hosting this pay-per-view event. Now, who exactly is wrestling this weekend? These are the matches going down, with the main event, of course, being Jordan Oliver versus Jason Nolf. These are the matches that people want to see, and 10 matches on this card, which is super exciting, going to be great to watch. Now, I want to mention that these are freestyle matches, so these are not folk style. These are freestyle matches that are going down. Each of these guys are representing their RTCs. The only one who's actually not representing an RTC, at least to my knowledge, is Dylan Palacio. The People's Champ Dylan Palacio is not representing an RTC, but he is going to have quite an exciting match. Now, one other thing I want to mention that's kind of cool is that all the proceeds from this event are actually going straight to the athletes and to the RTCs and to Beat the Streets. So it seems to be a big kind of charity event, and which is kind of good for the sport and good for these guys raising money. But what's going on with these matches? First, I want to talk about Jordan Oliver versus Jason Nolf. And the reason I want to talk about this match first is because it is the most exciting match, of course. Jordan Oliver representing Tar Heel Wrestling Club, of course, in North Carolina, and Jason Nolf representing the Nittany Lion Wrestling Club. You may know him as the former Penn Stater. Jordan Oliver, the two-time national champion, and Jason Nolf, the three-time national champion. These two are going to go head-to-head, and it's going to be quite the match because, I mean, these two have not wrestled. It's been a 6-year age difference. They wouldn't have wrestled in college, and actually a 10-pound weight difference. Jordan Oliver wrestling 65 kilos and Jason Nolf at 70 kilos. These two styles are going to be exciting to watch. Jordan Oliver is a pretty opportunistic wrestler. He is pretty aggressive, and he's going to be shooting in on Jason Nolf. But Jason Nolf is quite the aggressive wrestler himself, one of the most aggressive in college at the time and in recent memory. So the other thing that's so exciting about Jason Nolf, just watching him wrestle, is that he's able to make things happen. I mean, looking at one of the matches where he recently wrestled Immel last year, and he was able to pull off a victory in the last 5 seconds of a match. You don't see that happening with every guy, and I'm hoping something crazy happens this weekend during the match. The other match that I want to mention is the Luke Pletcher versus Pat Lugo match. Luke Pletcher versus Pat Lugo. Both of these guys were number one coming out of college. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see them potentially win their national titles this year. Would that have happened? Would that have happened? We don't know because of the coronavirus. But Pletcher representing the Pittsburgh Wrestling Club, no longer with Ohio State, but he's in Pittsburgh, back in his hometown, and Pat Lugo representing the Hawkeye Wrestling Club. This is going to be a match to watch. Now, the other thing that I think is, it was super funny reading into this, reading this article I had on Internet, was whenever Pat Lugo said, asking, how he was dealing with the end of his season and his career and how he's transitioning now into freestyle. And he says, regarding this match, Tom Brands came up to me and asked if I wanted to do it. I was like, I'm ready. This is a quote from Pat Lugo. I had a couple events in my life. I had a bachelor party coming up. A couple of friends were getting married. I had a couple camps here and there, but I cleared my schedule. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm going to wrestle. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to miss this opportunity. I didn't wrestle nationals, and I haven't wrestled in such a long time. And yeah, he's hungry to get back on the mat, just like Luke Pletcher is. Now, of course, we know that Luke was at 49 and Pletcher was at 41, so there is a little bit of a weight difference here, but it's still going to be interesting to see, how these two go at it. Lugo is a little bit more conservative in his wrestling, so able to, find those opportunities to score. Pletcher was kind of similar to that in the past, but he's really become more aggressive this season. And then the other exciting match here that I want to talk about is Downey and Rao what's going to happen there between Pat Downey of New Jersey RTC and Joe Rao of Illinois RTC. You know, both these guys, world team members, freestyle and Greco. This will be a exciting match to watch between all of these. But the one thing that I want to note here is that I want to ask you, which matches are you excited to watch at the upcoming event this weekend? Again, make sure that you click that link down in the description below so you can go and watch it this Sunday, June 28th. And if you're interested in watching another video, make sure you check this one out right here.